Hello all my beautiful little unicorns and welcome back to my channel. And if this is the first time that you're on my channel, please allow for me to introduce myself to you. My name's Vanessa Somuayina I. You guys know me as your big sis from the internet, as well as your favorite tarot card reader right here on YouTube. And in today's psychic prediction, we are going to be uncovering everything about your next significant other. And this is a super accurate, mega detailed two-part tarot reading. In part one, you get to pick from these 4 groups that I'm about to introduce you to. And that's not all, because for part 2 of your reading, you get to scroll back down into the description box, click your zodiac signs timestamp, and you'll be fast forwarded to the second, even more intricate part of your prediction. During part 1 and 2 of your psychic messages, we will be uncovering your next significant other's job and career, their looks, as well as how and when you will meet them. We're going to uncover their zodiac sign for you, as well as all of your character traits and things about your looks that makes them absolutely obsessed with you. And before I introduce you to these 4 groups, I would like to gently remind you that psychic readings are energetic exchanges. Now take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Sigh it out. Release any unhelpful thoughts or stored emotions in your body right now so you can receive the energies of your reading. And if both parts of your reading resonate with you, don't forget to claim your reading below in the comment section and subscribing to my channel, as well as interacting with the video energetically by claiming it below in the comment section. That's going to open you up to receiving. Alright, so without further ado, let's get into these 4 groups that will make for part 1 of your reading. Group number 1 corresponds to the orange calcite crystal as well as the mythos tarot deck. Group number 2 corresponds to the shamanic medicine oracle as well as the amber crystal. Group number 3 corresponds to the muse tarot deck as well as the hemimorphite crystal. And group number 4 corresponds to the crystal angels oracle deck as well as the black obsidian crystal. And of course, as usual, you can find the timestamps to all 4 of these groups as well as each sign of the zodiac below in the description box, as well as pinned to the top of the comment section for quick and easy access from your mobile devices, your tablets, your TVs, and your laptops and desktops. Alright, my beautiful soul, I will now provide you with a little moment of privacy. Feel free to pause the video right here if you need a minute to meditate on these 4 groups. And I recommend you tune into the energies of these 4 groups. Whichever one makes you feel the most at home and like it represents your dream significant other, that is the group that I recommend you intuitively choose without overthinking. But as promised, here goes your moment of privacy. Alright, by now you've hopefully been able to select one of these 4 groups. I will be getting into your reading, starting off with group number 1, which corresponds to the mythos tarot deck, as well as the orange calcite crystal. So if this is the group that you chose, then simply keep watching. And to my other gorgeous groups, as well as all of my signs of the zodiac, I will catch you at the click of your timestamps. Hello, my lovely soul of group number 1. Welcome to your reading where we're going to be uncovering exactly who your next significant other is going to be. You chose the orange calcite crystal. There we go, a little close up for you, as well as the mythos tarot deck in order to guide you. So we'll get straight into your reading. One of the reasons why you may have chosen the orange calcite crystal that you're not aware of is because you're meant to be with someone that you will travel with, go on adventures with, and have first-class experiences all over the world with. This is a crystal that re-energizes you and brings new experiences into your life. First up, we've got the hermit. Your next significant other is a hermit, which means they are an introvert. They are the type of person that you can trust with anything. They keep to themselves. They don't like to go out. Their party phase is done. And here within the hermit, you can see they have this slightly covered up version of themselves that they bring to the public. So your next significant other frequently wears hats, they cover up with their clothing, and they're someone who's well built, but they don't have to show that off all the time. So you won't see them in the gym walking around topless or with a muscle shirt or anything that shows a lot of skin. The hermit is a sign that they are someone who is very much into just keeping to themselves, having their own little friend circle, and they like their privacy. I see here within the 2 of Cups, which by the way is one of the most positive cards you can receive in a love reading. The 2 of Cups is a tarot card that represents romantic love that is built on a solid foundation. I apologize for the overlit energy right now. It seems as though the universe and your guides are trying to say there is a lot of energy in the room right now for you to claim about romantic love. As the Two of Cups is the two of the element of water, and it shows that you are meant to be in a long-lasting romantic relationship. You are meant to be with someone who loves you, who adores you, who cherishes you, and who respects you. So right now the energies in the room are really potent. They're extremely strong. So let's delve even more deeply into your reading, group number 1, to see what else comes up for you. Within the Hierophant, we've got a message of your next significant other being someone who has abundance in their life. They can eat and drink as much as they want. So they can go to the most expensive restaurants. They can buy all the organic foods. They've probably got a personal chef or a meal delivery service. And also when it comes to alcohol, they can afford the finest wines. They can afford the best beverages of the entire world. And they have traveled lots, and they have seen what abundance but also overconsumption looks like. And this is something that they kind of feel a little bad for, because they sometimes feel like they're a very spoiled kind of person. As I see here within the Emperor, that their job has a lot to do with capitalism and being on top. The Emperor is a leader. The Emperor is someone who calls the shots. So in their career, they call the shots. They're a CEO, a manager, a business owner, someone whom others look up to and others respect. This is somebody, your next significant other, that you're going to respect as well. And when you walk into rooms with them, they get greeted by their first name or by their last name. So you'll go to really beautiful restaurants in different big cities across the globe, like New York, London, for example, and people just know them because they're well connected and they are extremely powerful. The Emperor shows that because they're so powerful, they like to stay very low key and low profile, and they're also a very strong-minded person. That's why we have got these skulls depicted in the Hermit as well. The Three of Coins shows that your person has 3 sisters. They have 3 sisters that they are very close to, and the Three of Coins shows that they also work with their sisters. So perhaps even within the family, there is this wealth, there's this trust fund, and they look out for their sisters. Your next significant other is very close to their family, and your person always wants to look out for family first. Once you're part of the family, there is no removing you. You're in it forever. And I see here within the Three of Coins that they have a very strong connection to the women in their life, and they want to protect the feminine. The Three of Coins also shows that a grandmother has a cord that was cut. That's what I'm getting here. So they perhaps only have one grandparent or no grandparent left that identifies as female, and that is why they're extremely protective over all the women in their life, because they know that sense of loss and they want to protect the divine feminine. Next, within the Seven of Water, which is the Seven of Cups in the traditional tarot, we have the element of water, which represents feelings, and they are at ease when they're with you. You're the only person that makes your next significant other feel relaxed. You're the only person they think that they can truly trust, and you're the only person that they can be themselves around. That's why you are going to tie the knot and you're going to be together forever with this person. The Seven of Earth symbolizes that you ground one another. The number 7 is a number that has showed up twice in a row right now, right? And the Seven of Water and the Seven of Earth. And as you can see, we've got this alignment. We've got this person in a lotus pose, and we have this very grounded and relaxed, tranquil vibes and energy that's coming from both of these cards in the Seven of Earth and in the Seven of Water. So meditating together, going to yoga together, having organic foods, lunches, and brunches is going to be a regular thing that you do with your next significant other. And grounding, as well as going to spa retreats and hotels that have very beautiful spas, is going to be something that you indulge in. Self-care practices in the Seven of Earth are what your person loves to do. They love to invest in their health, and they love that you too are interested in health, biohacking, taking care of yourself mentally and physically. What they find most attractive about you, group number 1, is your soft skin, as well as your demeanor that is very understanding. When you enter a room, the people around you immediately feel comfortable. That's also why group 1, a lot of people trust you with their deepest, darkest secrets immediately, because you make others feel seen and heard. You are a connector. I see here within the mother as well that they want you to be a parent, to be the mother of their future children. They see you as a mother. They see you as someone who's very nurturing and caring and giving. And again, the divine feminine, the energy of a mother, is very important in this relationship. The mother is also pregnant here. We've got the turtle that's depicted in the mother card. Things take time. Good things take time. And also pregnancies, obviously 9 months, that is a long duration of time. And once that passes by, you're a mother forever. And that's what they want. They want to be a power couple. As much as I don't like that word and I do find it cringy, it's the best way to really give you the energy that they're going for. They're going for the energy with you of a couple that creates a family legacy where there are kids, there are descendants. We have a lot of traditional aspects in your household, but not in a way that you feel like it's keeping you small or holding you back. But yeah, you have traditional aspects in your household of parents leading, of, for example, having dinners together as a family. I see in the Queen of Fire that what your next significant other loves most about you is that you are creative, that you have this zest for life, that you're the kind of person that looks amazing but also has an amazing personality. So you're not just all looks, you are also extremely inspiring and inspirational without being hard, right? You still have the soft side of this motherly energy, and being the mom friend of your friend circle would already confirm to you that you have always meant to be this matriarch within your family. You've always meant to build a legacy with your next significant other. Don't forget, within mother energy, it doesn't have to be just only human children. Even having dogs, cats, any other type of fur babies and scale babies with your person will make you a mother. Next, we have the Page of Cups. This is all about energy. The Page of Cups shows that your next significant other wants to have a daughter that's a water sign with you, a Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. That's their biggest dream. Within the Page of Cups, I can see here that they love to be intimate and connected with you, and they want a very deep relationship with your offspring. So that is with your kids, or perhaps a pet that is born under the zodiac sign of Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. They love to be around soft feminine energy and to protect it. And in the Nine of Wands, I can also see that they have built a lot by themselves. So things were not just handed down to them. The Nine of Wands is a symbol of working hard, building diligently, and being unafraid really of any challenges that may lay ahead. And the Nine of Wands is actually a symbol that they are the kind of person that you can trust with anything. Your next significant other, I'm getting dark hair, right? We've got that in the Hierophant, the Two of Cups, the Hermit, as well as the Emperor. Also the Nine of Wands and the Three of Coins and the Page of Cups show that. And I do want you to understand here that dark, full hair, luscious hair, and skin that is golden, that is tan, that is healthy, that is very smooth because of their kind of elite diet. They take a lot of supplements. They have special supplements that they've gotten from their personal trainer and their doctor, because your next significant other, again, they're a very high profile individual. That is something that just makes them glow differently. You will immediately notice when you meet them that they just have a different aura than anyone else you've ever dated before, and it just feels special. We've got two cards that popped right out as I was shuffling this next tarot deck, which is the Three of Wands as well as the Devil card in reverse. I want you to know here within the Three of Wands that they have left behind their home country and their hometown. So they're living in a different city. They're not from where you will meet them. And in the Devil reverse, I see that you're meeting them in a very not pretentious setting. So I am getting here at a park, at a local coffee shop, during the day, during really quiet times and quiet hours. You're not meeting them at a fancy event, because the Devil card represents being really connected to the material realm, and that even causing a lot of stress because you're just trying to keep up appearances, you're trying to be successful, and finances are really important. But this card showed up in reverse, which means that you will meet them in a scenario where all of that stuff doesn't matter, and you're going to start off your relationship in a very organic way where they will feel safe to then later on reveal to you just how successful they actually are. And guess what? It's going to almost make you feel a little foolish, group number one. It will make you feel like, I should have known. They were so glowy. Their skin was just more beautiful than anyone else's. The way that they had this ease about them, only someone who's extremely successful and wealthy would have this energy surrounding them. And you're going to think to yourself, man, I should have known all along. Of course they're extremely successful. Of course they're different. I'm getting Christian Grey vibes from 50 Shades. I'm getting Edward Cullen vibes. I'm getting the vibes of someone who all of a sudden uncovers actually they are extremely successful. Not in a cheesy way like in some of these rom-coms and movies, but in a way that feels very fun, authentic, and like the most pleasant surprise ever. Now, group number one, this is the first portion of your reading that I've received for you. But now we'll get even more deeply into your reading by basing it on your zodiac sign. What I'd like for you to do now is scroll back down into the description box or to the top of the comment section, click your zodiac sign's timestamp, which I've provided for you, and then you'll be fast forwarded to the second, even more intricate part of this reading to uncover even more details about your next significant other. So I'll catch you during part 2 of your reading. Hello, my gorgeous soul of group number 2. You chose the shamanic oracle deck as well as the amber. The amber is, by the way, not a crystal. It's not a stone. It's actually a piece of fossilized tree resin. And we're going to get straight into your reading to figure out everything about your next significant other. So let's see what awaits you in them, group number 2. First and foremost, we've got plant medicine. They are a nature lover. They're someone who practices plant medicine regularly and has probably even done something like ayahuasca. Your next significant other focuses on natural remedies, and they've even been vegan for a while as well. I do see here within birth that your next significant other is someone with whom there's going to be a birth with. So having a child with your next significant other. So you are going to be having a child with your next significant other, and I can definitely see here that this is someone that you are going to build your own family with. We've got the rattle too. They are going to shake you up and make you wake up to the fact that you have been accepting less than you deserve in love. They're a very real and truthful type of person. They are someone that you can trust with anything. And I do see that your next significant other is someone who is never going to lie to you. They would rather hurt you with the truth than comfort you with a lie. And I do see here in the Six of Coins, because this is the case, you are building a financially stable household with your next significant other. The Six of Coins is the six of the element of earth, which is all about your home life, your career, and everything that has to do with your finances and abundance. The number six in numerology is a number of working together and being generous, which is of course possible because you've got more than enough to go around for you. The Page of Wands is a sign that you will meet them during a time where you're feeling creatively inspired. So this is right after you've painted, you've done your music lessons. This is right after you've been writing poetry or you've been journaling, right after you've been to the gym. That's when you're going to bump into them and meet them, because it's like you have this Page of Wands energy of this sunlight around you, this warmth around you, and that is what's drawing you in. That's what's making you irresistible to them. And what they love most about you is your energy. So while they might think that you look amazing, what they love most is your personality and your energy. The Five of Cups is a symbol that you really needed to be able to rest. And a message I'm getting here is that you've been through trauma, you've been through betrayal, you've been through hardship in past relationships. So to finally be in a relationship where there is transparency,
You're going to have the logins to their phone, to their email accounts. That is making you finally be able to leave the past trauma behind and simply focus on building this relationship. The Ace of Coins symbolizes the beginning of new in the earthly realm. The Ace corresponds to the number 1. The suit of coins is the suit of everything that has to do with the material, with things you can touch, with your body. Everything that you can touch and feel and sense. The Ace of Coins shows that there is a new start with your next significant other. And I am also getting that they are someone who wants to create a stable future with you when it comes to the earthly realm. This is confirmed in the King of Coins that we have received next. They have King of Coins energy. They're the type of person who has this Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo vibe about them of working hard, working smart, and investing in a way how you have like this passive income. I know it sounds so cliche and it's thrown around a lot on the internet. What I mean by that is the fact that in the King of Coins, they are the king of the earthly realm. They know what they're doing when it comes to finances, and they don't want you two as a couple to ever have to depend on anyone or anything. They're the type of person that takes the lead. They're a manager or a CEO. Others look up to your next significant other for everything that they have accomplished professionally and financially. And I'm seeing here within the Five of Coins that the times where you felt like you were alone, like you had to deal with your emotions and also financial burdens by yourself, those are both over. I'm seeing that in the Five of Cups and the Five of Coins. You have been through moments where you cried yourself to sleep, where you were afraid, where you didn't know what to do next. And this was about love. This was about your career. This was about your life purpose. And this next significant other is someone who's giving you a complete rebirth, a complete fresh start. It's not that they had to come and save you. Not at all, group number 2. But the thing is, they're adding to your life and they're making these areas of your life better, more stable, more straightforward, so you feel like you've actually got someone on your team. Moving more deeply into your reading, we've got Kuan Yin, kindness and nurturing. Group number 2, this is what they love most about you, that you're super kind and you're very nurturing. They're someone who works in the finance industry. I'm getting that here in the King of Coins and the Ace of Coins. They have either had their own tech startup, or that's where they're headed, starting their own company, and their work has to do with a lot of numbers. You bring the complete opposite to the relationship and the home life, which is this kindness, nurturing, this warmth that makes a huge difference between the cold, stern day-to-day business life that your next significant other deals with. Kuan Yin is a symbol of their favorite thing being your natural, motherly, kind, caring energy that sometimes you don't even notice yourself that you were born with. And it just is shown when you interact with other people. You're so caring and you anticipate others' needs. You're like their dream person to get married to start a family with, to have kids with. Mawu Lisa is a symbol of balance. I need you to understand here, when it comes to your next significant other, they're the type of person who does not fit into just the traditional norm. Yes, they might be, for example, a Fortune 500 CEO, but at the same time, they get stereotyped a lot for how they look. People see them in their suit and they just immediately think, oh, this cold business person that you can't really talk to and doesn't really understand emotions, but it couldn't be further from the truth, group number 2. We've got angel next, spiritual guidance and protection from harm. Your next significant other is someone whom you're guided to by your angels. You are protected from any type of harm. They're the person that you are guided to because your spirit guides don't want to see you in heartache or heartbreak any longer. They want to see you thrive. And I see here within the kite, you will meet them during a vacation. You will meet your next significant other as you're taking time off from your day-to-day life and busy schedule. You're breaking your day-to-day pattern, which is changing your energy. So, you know, when you're on vacation and you just feel lighter, you feel more like yourself, you're more fun, you're more open, easygoing, you don't mind like talking to other people, something you usually would feel a little more shy to do. You're going on a vacation, that's where you're going to meet them, and that's when you're going to lock eyes with your person. They are the type of person that is going to give you lots of looks before they come up to you and start talking to you. They're going to assess the situation, so keep that eye contact. When you're in that bar, that restaurant, when you're out and about on your next vacation and you see someone of interest, hold the eye contact, show them that you're interested back, and they will come and chat you up. We've also got Aquarius energy here for you. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, and Aquarius is a very original, fun, and loving sign that is super unique and very philanthropic. We've got that right here on our King of Coins. So remember, your person is someone who has Aquarius either in their sun, moon, rising, or as stellium, and they're the type of individual who isn't afraid to chat you up in public on your next vacation. Now, group number 2, you've just received part 1 of your reading about your next significant other, but things are going to get even more intricate, detailed, and personal for you. Scroll back down into the description box or to the top of the comment section, click your zodiac signs timestamp, and you'll be fast forwarded to the second, even more relevant portion of your reading, which is based on your zodiac sign. So I will catch you at the click of your zodiac signs timestamp. Hello, my gorgeous soul of group number 3. Welcome to the first part of your 2-part reading, which is based on the group you chose, which is made up of the hemimorphite crystal as well as the muse tarot deck. So we're going to get into this first part of your reading, and then you get to scroll down into the description box or to the top of the comment section and click your zodiac sign for part 2 of your next significant other prediction. So we've got the hemimorphite as the crystal of your choice, which is a crystal that shows that you are someone who is sensitive, you're caring, you want a real relationship that is based on knowing each other's deepest secrets and feeling safe and like you can be vulnerable with the person that you're with. And I see here within the 6 of emotions, literally the suit of emotions, which is the suit of everything that has to do with your feelings. You have had your own past experiences in childhood, which has shaped who your next significant other in your life is going to be. You want to travel with them. You want to have a family and children who are going to see the world and be open-minded and well-educated. I see that even homeschooling while you travel the globe is something that you're open to. It's something that you've even thought of. Perhaps you've seen other people doing it on social media. And I see in the 6 of emotions that your next significant other is someone that you will meet while you are traveling or you've just come back from a vacation. The 8 of emotions shows that you will leave behind toxic exes and toxic situationships for good. You're not afraid of completely deleting someone off of your WhatsApp chats or unfollowing them and blocking them for good. The 8 of emotions shows that when it comes to that, you're not playing games anymore. And the 8 of strength shows your next significant other loves how strong that you are, and they too are a very strong person. Within strength, I see that they are physically built broad, a lot taller than you, and with a lot of strength, just like we see in this depiction of the strength card. And you are the one who is rather dainty, wearing colors that scream sensuality and that scream I'm here, and you being very authentic. So when you're around your next significant other, you're gonna have a red set of pajamas or even underwear that they really love. Red lipstick is another thing that drives them crazy, and it makes them even more in the mood to protect you and to be the person that you can always count on. Moving more deeply into your reading, we've got the Queen of Emotions. This is a symbol for the fact that you are meant to be the queen of your household, and your next significant other absolutely adores and appreciates the fact that you are very emotionally intelligent. Your next significant other has a very deep relationship with their mother, and I am also getting with them that they have at least one sister. The Queen of Emotions is a clear sign that listening to your intuition when traveling is the best thing for you to do. And we had the Queen of Emotions, the 6 of Emotions, the 8 of Emotions. In this tarot deck, this is actually the suit of cups, the suit of the element of water, which means means that you will be so emotionally tied to your next significant other, and it's built on a foundation of true love and trust. Within the Nine of Materials, they are going to spoil you in a material sense. The Nine of Materials is the Nine of Pentacles in the traditional tarot, which represents fulfillment in the earthly realm and everything that has to do with material items and belongings. Your person is giving you complete freedom to do what you want. So I am getting stay-at-home mom, stay-at-home parent vibes from you. The Nine of Materials shows that your next significant other, they want that for you. They want to be the strong one. They know that you're strong. They know that you're independent. They know that you're intelligent. And it doesn't take away from it. Actually giving you the choice to do whatever you want is their dream, because they just want to see you happy. They don't want to see you overwork. They don't want to see you at a job that you don't really want to go to. And your next significant other is someone who literally just honors the fact that it's your job to protect, to provide, to bring to the relationship material independence. Let's move a little more deeply into it and see what Spirit wants to reveal about your next significant other and what they look like. We already know that they're tall, they've got broad shoulders, they're built in a very strong way. We've got Agma next. So your next significant other, they have got blue eyes. We were just asking Spirit about some physical traits. We have this strong, big build, and also we have longer hair. So they have a kind of light brown, light blonde, or even reddish hair. And I want you to know here with an Agma that them wearing green clothing is extremely flattering. They're the type of person who has a very strong forehead, a few wrinkles, but it looks very attractive on them, a straight nose, as well as full lips. And they are about middle-aged, my gorgeous soul. They're the type of person that is free-spirited while still being very successful and loving the fact that they get to protect you. Now, within Ra, we have a representation of your next significant other's variation. So Agma is one variation for you, and within Ra, we have a next significant other that you can choose as well, because we've got this love triangle going on here. Ra shows someone with a darker complexion, with very short hair that is kind of more coarse, if you will. They have full lips, they have a full nose, they have dark eyes, and they too have these kind of lines on their forehead. They have a strong neck, and they're the type of person who wants you to share your gift, and that's also why they desire for you to be able to do whatever you want. They want to protect, they want to be strong, they want to show, they want to bring to the relationship the type of peace that you've always wanted, group number 3. And Ra shows us that this is the type of person who also sees all the little details. That's why we've got the eagle eye woven into Ra. So when you, for example, pour a little splash of almond milk into your coffee, or you buy pistachio milk instead, perhaps you drink matcha, maybe what you really love doing is doing face masks in the morning. They are going to purchase that, provide that, bring that home to you, and make sure that you always have it stocked up. Next, we've got bread, which symbolizes a period of prosperity and abundance for as long as this next significant other is in your life. This is someone, as we've already figured out in the Nine of Materials, who is very successful. This is someone who is prosperous. This is someone who's extremely abundant. And within bread, I definitely see here that your next significant other is going to bring financial freedom and safety, and you feeling stable. Now, next up, we've got the arrow. You are on the right path regarding this aspect of your life. You might be asking yourself, how am I going to meet my next significant other? When's this going to happen, Vanessa? Remember, these readings are energetic exchanges. I am now giving you the energy of this reading and of this next significant other. Make sure you claim it. Make sure you claim it below in the comment section. Subscribe to my channel to receive my energy and to receive this next significant other, but only if it resonates. Group 3. You're on the right path. Go for the travels, go out, and stop overthinking it. You're on the right path right now. Everything that you're doing is right, group number 3. From your personal development to your healing and fitness journey to also having your professional goals in place. You are an independent soul that here within the 4 of chalices has been alone and has been in hermit mode for long enough. I do get this energy and this message for you, group 3, that you've stopped going out as much, especially during 2020, and you never quite fully regained that social spark. But you're getting back out there. You're getting back into doing things with other people and making new friends. That's exactly how you are going to meet your next significant other. And in the Knight of Chalices, we've got the Knight of the element of water. So Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces energy. With your 2 options, with this love triangle, you'll have 2 people that you meet. One person represents Agma, the other person represents Ra. They both have this water sign energy. We've had so much of the suit of cups. So that's the suit of chalices and the suit of emotions. These are all just different names for the element of water and the suit of cups. And having so much of the water element shows that you're very emotional, you're very intuitive, you know how to pick the right person for you, group number 3. Trust your intuition and also enjoy the attention that you're going to be getting in this romantic love triangle situation. Let's just move a little more deeply into this. Get a couple extra details before we figure out what your zodiac signs portion of this reading has to say. And we've got settle. So your next significant other is going to be when you finally settle down. This is going to be when you finally come to the decision that you're ready to settle, you're ready to just be with this person, and you're going to stop looking. Because there is a difference between settling and feeling settled, and they're going to let you feel settled. You're going to move in to their house, in their city, in their country, group number 3. And you're going to settle, and you're going to start living in this life of bread, which again represents prosperity and abundance. You're going to build with them, and we're going to figure out precisely during your zodiac signs reading what that's going to look like. So head on down into the description box or to the top of the comment section, click your zodiac signs timestamp, and I'll catch you during part 2 of your next significant others reading. Hello, my gorgeous soul of group number 4. Welcome to part 1 of your 2-part reading, where we're going to first delve into the first group that you chose during the intro, which is the Crystal Angels Oracle deck in combination to the Black Obsidian Crystal. This is a crystal that helps you cleanse any negativity around your thoughts about your next significant other, and it helps us get straight into all the information that you could ever want about your next lover. So let's move into group number 4 before you get to pick your zodiac signs timestamp for part 2 of this reading, because combining part 1 together with part 2 will give you a well-rounded private prediction that is completely accurate and personalized. So let's get into it, group number 4. First up, we've got the garnet. The garnet represents purification and detoxification. It's time to release physical and energetic toxins from your life. The next significant other in your life is going to be a toxin release. So they're going to be a completely non-toxic person, kind, loving, and pure, and they are someone who does a lot of detoxes. So they might be plant-based. They might be on a healthy lifestyle journey. They might even be a doctor or a holistic health practitioner, even working in the field of therapy because they help people to detox. They are someone who cares about wellness. We've got that confirmed in our next card that we've received, which corresponds to the Jade. Wellness means the recovery of health and wellness is here. This is exactly what your next significant other is going to bring to your life. I'm getting doctor, surgeon, and someone who knows a lot about nutrition as well. They are a very active person. They do a lot of sports, and you can trust them when it comes to your health 100%, physically but also mentally. The tanzanite is a symbol that you're ready to love again, group number 4. Who would have thought, after everything you've been through, you've healed from the past enough to open your heart to new love? Spirit and the universe can tell that you are ready, group number 4. You're ready for your next significant other. This is a really positive card to show up, a very positive sign in your reading. And it actually means, yeah, you can now have a healthy relationship because you've healed, you've worked on yourself, and you're in a time of your life where you're not going to accept less any longer. Let's see who they are. We've got Mary Magdalene. Someone is going to have this sacred marriage be made official. And in Mary Magdalene, I do see here that the officiator of your wedding with your next significant other is going to remind you of Mary Magdalene, all right? And your marriage is going to be extremely sacred. If you are not attracted to people who identify as female, then Mary Magdalene is not your symbol for who you're going to be with. However, if you do identify as being attracted to women, Mary Magdalene can give you an idea of your next significant other. But for all those of you who are ready to invite your next significant other into your life and are open to the divine masculine taking over, we have got Apollo. Apollo brings you the message that your next significant other is someone who radiates warmth, this kind of sun godlike energy. They've got full lips, they've got blue eyes, they've got a straight nose, and a beautiful facial structure with a very thick neck and a well-built upper body. They have hair that's kind of curly, and they've got very strong eyebrows that suit their face beautifully. Within Sedna, they're the type of person who grew up in abundance. So they come from a wealthy family and background. They're very well educated. Here within Sedna, I see that they've got a sister who comes from this kind of Asian looking descent. And Sedna also shows us that they have been to parts of the world, such as, for example, Antarctica or Iceland, and even the North Pole, because they've gone on an expedition with their family, and they're very interested in places like Mongolia as well as Siberia. They love the cold, they love the Arctic, and they love things such as whales and sharks and orcas. They are very interested in the ocean, and I am seeing here within Apollo that there will be a lot of beach vacations that you're going on with your next significant other. They're very different. They're not the kind of person that you'll just meet every other day, and you'll immediately know when you meet them with their striking blue eyes, their full lips that kind of have this nice color tint to them, that this is special, this is different, and this is your person. Within Justice, I am seeing here that they studied law, they have a law degree, but they're not practicing. There's a lawyer in their family lineage that inspired them to do that. But then once they actually studied, they found that it wasn't for them, so they didn't actually continue pursuing this career. However, it's really great for you to literally have your next significant other know everything about the legal system, because that means you're just safe always and you're protected, and that they also are going to help you with anything where you're feeling a lack of balance in your life. The Ace of Wands shows that for the first time, you trust this masculine force and energy. The Ace of Wands is the ace of the element of fire. This is a masculine suit and a masculine energy, as you can see, and they have done karate, sword fighting, or even fencing in the past. They are super, super passionate about any type of like high contact level sports that have to do with martial arts as well. And you might think to yourself, how am I going to meet this person? You're going to meet them throughout a time where you're focusing on your health. So think a sauna place, think a healthy food store, like a organic food store, an organic food market. Another thing that I'm getting here is a cafe where people who value high quality people go, who aren't just chasing hype, but they actually want quality. So this isn't going to be like a hyped thing where you're going to meet them. And I see here within the club that this is someone who is never going to allow anyone to get too close to you to harm you. You see how we had the Ace of Wands and now the club? The club represents that if someone is going to try to make you do something against your will, they're going to step in because they're extremely protective over their sister already. And in Mary Magdalene, again, your wedding officiator, but also I am getting this kind of like motherly energy. That is something that they love to have around them. They don't have a lot of female friends, but they really value their mom as well as their sister. Next, we've got the Candle. You will be shown the way. Group number 4, don't be worried about what's to come next, how you can put yourself in a position to best meet them. Don't overthink your next significant other. We'll now move into the second portion of your reading, which is based on your zodiac sign. So you know that this reading is ultra personalized, ultra accurate. All you need to do is scroll down into the description box, click your zodiac signs reading, then you'll be fast forwarded to the second, now even more intricate and detailed part of your next significant other reading and prediction. So I will catch you at the click of your zodiac signs timestamp. Hello, my gorgeous Aries baby. Welcome to the second, even more intricate part of your next significant other reading. Let's delve into exactly who they are and when you're going to meet them. So right now is not the right time until you've let go. Aries, I hate to call you out, but do you still have a situationship in your DMs or in your WhatsApp chat? Do you still have your ex's number? Because energetically, the universe is saying to you, you will not meet your next significant other until you have fully let go of any type of old energies that you've still got with you from the past. Let's see what else we've got. And also improving your health mentally and physically. Going to the gym, getting your steps in, eating healthy meals. That is really important for you to do right now in order to meet your next significant other, Aries. And once you've done that, you're going to be able to move on straight into this relationship. Now, let's move more deeply into your reading, shall we? So Spirit has told us when it's going to happen, but I want us to get into some more nitty-gritty details, and I'm sure you're ready for it too, Aries. So let's see what Spirit needs to reveal next about your next relationship with your next significant other. We've got 2 cards, the Devil as well as the King of Crystals. They're going to be devilishly handsome to you, and you're going to be drawn to them immediately. You're going to be obsessed with your next significant other. They're going to feel the same way towards you. They're going to feel almost like you are their guilty pleasure. They have an obsession with you. They're obsessed with the way that you look, the way that your body moves, your voice, everything about you. The King of Crystals is the king of the element of fire. Someone bold, charismatic, and actually really unafraid of being rejected. And here we also have them being deep into Capricorn energy. Now, Capricorn and fire sign energy as a combination shows that this person is very attractive, very stubborn, very kind of like single-minded. So when they want something, they get it, and you're like their guilty pleasure. You are that childhood fantasy and childhood crush that they've always had but never been able to date. And within the 7 of Crystals, I do see that they work a career where they've always had to be extra successful, work extra hard, work longer than anyone else, and they had to kind of stand up to people who were naysayers and who told them that they couldn't make it or couldn't accomplish their goals, their dreams, their desires. So that has made them extremely strong. That has made them someone that others really respect and look up to as well. And I see here within Temperance, they've stopped drinking. They've stopped any type of unhealthy behaviors. Like, they're not using any substances whatsoever. And what they really love about you is that you connect on a very deep and emotional level. They're the type of person who loves it when you wear clothing like long, flowy gowns and dresses. And they also like a kind of very innocent look because it gives them this like significant other wifey type of vibe in you. Of course, apply the pronouns, the gender norms to your situation, my gorgeous Aries, as my channel is open to everyone, all my ladies, jelly beans, gentlemen, and everybody in between. So we have got the Seven of Wands again. The Seven of Wands is the same as the Seven of Crystals. They will protect you from anything, which means that physically they're ripped, they're strong. They have this type of energy of protecting you from any type of physical harm. Also, they will protect you financially, legally. They're going to make sure you're never alone. You never have to figure things out without their companionship, without their support. And I see here within the Five of Swords that they're in a situation right now where they know they're ready for a real relationship, they're ready for more, and at the same time they've been burnt really, really badly. So at the beginning, you might feel a little confused, you might feel a little like, oh, they're not as straightforward as I thought they would be. But actually, they're just properly getting to know you, assessing the situation, and kind of balancing out how they want to approach moving forward. Because once they have set their sight on you, once they become completely obsessed, they're not going to be able to hide it. They're going to be texting you constantly. They're going to constantly want to hang out with you, do things with you, go on dates. They're going to be talking about the future with you very early on. And you're going to find also that making time for you, even though they've got a busy work schedule, it just goes without say. You've never got to ask them when the next date is happening or when you'll see them next. It just happens automatically. And we also have the number 1, which is the number of a leader. Life path number 1 is a life path of someone that you can trust to lead a family and a relationship. That's the type of energy that they're bringing to your connection. That's who your next significant other is going to be. A very masculine leader who's driven, who knows what they want, and they want you. And they're going to protect you from any type of harm and make sure that you're always safe. So my gorgeous Aries, claim this reading below in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to manifest this next significant other of yours into your life. And wherever you are on our gorgeous planet, know that I'm sending you so much love, and I can't wait to connect with you during one of our upcoming readings. Hello, my gorgeous Taurus baby, and welcome to the second, even more deeper portion of your next significant other reading. I hope that you enjoyed part 1, where you got to pick from the 4 groups I introduced you to during the intro of this video. But now let's talk all things Taurus. We've got the camel, and the camel is telling you to be patient and persevere, and you will overcome any type of challenges that you've got going on in your love life. Also, your next significant other is just like a camel. They persevere regardless of what your relationship with them might go through. They're never going to leave. They're always going to try to fix the issue rather than cheat, leave, or lie. Within the basket, we've got recognition and reward for merit. This is a very positive foreshadowing of your next significant others and yours relationship, as the basket is a symbol of them giving you a ton of recognition for everything you have worked hard to accomplish that even your closest friends and family have failed to see and failed to notice. Let's move more deeply into this. We've got the wind chimes, another very positive foreshadowing of your next significant other, as this represents peace and harmony. There's going to be peace and harmony for you, my beautiful soul. And for Taurus, peace and harmony means that with that grounded vibe, you can be the most successful, highest version of yourself effortlessly. And with the younger man, this is going to be dealings or a relationship with a younger man. We've got someone here for you that has this young, fun, bubbly energy. They still have a lot of things that they want to accomplish in life. And this younger man is someone that you feel you can trust and someone that you know only wants the best for you. Your next significant other is someone who is youthful inside and out. And I see here within Hathor that they feel like your soul family. That's what Hathor represents. This is a message of you meeting your next significant other. And it doesn't feel like they're a new person. It feels like you have known them for an entire lifetime already. It feels like you must have met in an earlier life. You understand each other in a way that couldn't possibly be the case if you hadn't somehow met in an earlier life. It's just too close, too real, and you're too similar to each other. You have like the same sense of humor. In Kuan Yin, we've got kindness and nurturing. Spirit is trying to say to you, their favorite thing about you is your kind and nurturing heart and nature, the way that you talk to your friends and family. And what they really love about you as well is divine feminine energy of receiving. And they love when you wear things that are flowy, that have these pastel colors, or even dark burgundy to orange type colors, yellows. They love that with you. And within Artemis, they're the type of person that loves how brave that you are. They never want you to depend on them. Now, they might provide, they might bring peace to your life, they might give you everything you've ever wanted without you needing to have a job or needing to work hard. But they know here within Artemis that if you really need to, you're independent and you can deal with life's challenges all on your own. That makes them respect you in a stronger way than they would have if you only depended on them. And they're also the kind of person that loves when you look strong. So when you're at your lowest weight, that's not their favorite look with you. They prefer when you look strong, when you look vital, and when you've just been eating really nourishing, healthy foods. Next up, within the Ace of Crystals, your person, your next significant other, is going to pop up with a new idea that is going to make you feel like, we've got to do this. They're going to want to build a fortress in a place you didn't think. So even leaving the country, moving to a different place together is what I see here within the Ace of Crystals that they want to do with you. And in the Page of Diamonds, it's 100% clear that they want to start a new business and they want you to be part of it. They want you to be on the official documents. So should anything ever happen to them, you are safe, my gorgeous Taurus. You are looked after. All right, your life and your bed is made for you for the rest of your life, regardless of what happens to them. And they are an entrepreneur. They might have worked in a job, but they have an entrepreneurial spirit. And that's not going to go away. That's something that they're going to work even more deeply on when they're in a relationship with you. We've got Judgment Reverse, which is a very positive card to show up in reverse because this shows they don't judge you. They never would. They love you with everything that you even think is a flaw in yourself and everything that you see as an imperfection. They love you deeply for who you truly are, and they show you this on a daily basis. And the Ace of Cups is a sign this is a completely new relationship that's coming into your life. The Ace of Cups always represents a new beginning. It always represents a fresh start. The Suit of Cups is the suit of the element of water and of your emotions. So they're coming into your life more quickly than you expected. Now, the Ace of Cups is also a symbol to be open-minded for this new relationship of your next significant other that's about to come into your life. And we've got the month of October. That is your most likely month for them to show up, as well as the month of June. Those are your most love-worthy months where it's almost like love just happens automatically, easily. Someone just trickles into your life. You meet a new flame, a new crush. And those are the months where you're also the most open. Let's move a little more deeply into your reading. Unfollow people who make you feel less than and who take your confidence away. Now, this might seem like it has nothing to do with your next significant other, but it's going to make you confident when you meet them. And rather than comparing yourself to the images you've seen online, you're going to feel really confident in your body by default. They're going to feel that confidence and they're going to be even more drawn to you. And take time out in nature. Taking time out in nature is the best thing that you can do for your next significant other to find you, because I am getting you meeting them out in nature nature, out in the fresh air, in a nearby park, in a place where just coming back from nature, like at a coffee shop, just as at the edge of a park or a forest, and you're going to meet them sooner than you thought, sooner than you expected. I do also want us to figure out their zodiac sign and the placement. We've got their moon being in Taurus. So you guys really vibe with one another because they've got their moon in Taurus. Let's just zoom in right here. Come on, my dear camera. Give us your very best. There we go. You're a Taurus sun. They're a Taurus moon. You just get each other in that way. You're both hardworking. You're both ruled by Venus. You like the finer things in life. And you're both very kind of stable people who are persistent, who are hardworking, who can also be very stubborn. And you can be jealous too. But the thing is, because you're like soulmates, you get each other so deeply, you're twin flames, there are never any arguments about this because you just understand one another effortlessly. Now, my gorgeous Taurus baby, this is the second portion of your reading I've received for you. Don't forget to claim this in the comment section and subscribe to my channel to receive this energetic exchange that we've just gone through right here, right now in this reading. My beautiful Taurus, wherever you are on our planet, know that I'm sending you so much love, and I can't wait to connect with you during one of our upcoming readings.
Hello, my beautiful Gemini baby, and welcome to the second, even more intricate part of your next significant other reading. We've got two cards that already popped into your reading. Right off the bat, I'd like to say that I hope that you enjoyed part one of your prediction as we get even more detailed, accurate, and personal now in part two. So let's get into this prediction. We've got the Mother as well as the Crone. They see you as someone who has this motherly energy and at the same time is fierce, independent, and has like the CEO vibe. So it's almost like you can switch between being maternal, kind, loving, caring, like the ultimate mom, to then also being someone who knows how to get things done, who knows how to run a business and a household at the same time. They love that combination in you, Gemini. I do see here that your next significant other is someone who was also brought up by a mother who showed both sides, who was loving, caring, could have that stay-at-home mom vibe, but then at the same time knew how to get down to business whenever it was necessary. Within the Ace of Earth, your next significant other is someone who is starting a fresh business and a fresh career. One of the things that they want to be able to do with you is to be open and transparent about what this means. Your next significant other is a hard worker, and they want to build a legacy with you. They want to build something that is going to outlive you and them and can be passed down to your kids and future generations. We've got that here within the Mother. They see you as super attractive and they think of you as fertile when they look at you. And in the Queen of Earth, we have more of this earth sign energy. So you are attracting an earth sign. So you are extremely attractive to earth signs right now, which are Capricorns, Tauruses, and Virgos. These are the signs that you're most compatible with at the time of you receiving your reading. The Queen of Earth also shows here that they want you to have more than enough material resources. So having a home that you own, having vehicles that you own, having other investments that mean that you'll always have a life that is abundant, because they want you to live a life that is soft and where you can focus on your spirituality. That's what we've got here within the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a symbol of actually kind of conserving your energy and being a very stable home body. So instead of working really hard at a job that you don't like, you get to do what you love, be it being creative. Perhaps you want to do personal training, you want to do coaching, you want to do tarot reading without the pressure to have to be the successful one in the relationship or to have to be independent. And that's really great because when you have time to do what you love doing, you become very successful automatically. When you don't have pressure to make X amount every single month, your next significant other sees how you become even more successful because they've taken that pressure off you and they love it. In the Six of Inspiration, your next significant other is someone who is famous in their world. They are either a famous musician or someone who creates art, and they're the type of person here in the Six of Inspiration. I'm also getting acting
as well as marketing. The Six of Inspiration shows us here that they're the type of person who loves the limelight. They love to be seen by other people. And one of the things that they always want to make sure is really clear is that they are in a stable, committed relationship with you. So they will be posting you on social media. They will be making it clear to the entire world that they are in a committed relationship and marriage with you. And I see here in the Two of Materials reverse that they'll be spending a lot of time at home. So their work is very project-based. When they have a lot going on in a project, then they will be really focused and you'll have to spend a lot of time alone. But once that project is completed, they'll get a big lump sum and then they'll be spending a lot of time with you, just doing whatever they like until the next big project comes on. And I do want you to know here in the Two of Materials reverse that this takes away a lot of pressure of just being like in a 9-to-5 pattern constantly and all the time. And it gives your next significant others and your relationship time for you to really get to know each other and to travel and to have all the experiences you've always wanted. Next, we've got the Emerald, ceremonies and celebrations. It's a time of important life passages such as weddings, birthdays, graduations, or anniversaries. The message I'm receiving here is literally your next significant other is always going to make your birthday the biggest deal. They're going to make Valentine's Day like the most important day of the year, and even getting married, they're excited for it. They're going to plan the wedding with you. They're going to be so excited for everyone you're going to invite. They're going to be so excited for the menu, for what you're going to wear, for what life is going to be like once you're married to them. And I see here within the clear quartz, they let you feel all the emotions. Whether you're feeling super happy or you're going through a time of the month where you're very emotional, you can feel your entire rainbow spectrum of feelings, and your next significant other is going to make you feel safe to do so. They're never going to judge you. They're never going to make you feel like it's too much. And also, they're the kind of person where when you say to them, or if you have any kind of complaint or request, they want to fulfill it. They want you to be happy. They want you to feel seen. They want you to feel taken care of. That's their biggest dream. That's their goal, always. Within the lovers, your next significant other is your soulmate. This is your forever person. If you have been thinking to yourself, who's going to come into my life next romantically? Is this going to be my forever partner? Yes, it is. We have this confirmed within the lovers. And I also want us to use our astro dice to see what type of placements we're looking at with your next significant other. We've got their moon in Aries. They are an Aries moon. Here we go, my gorgeous Gemini. They are an Aries moon. And having their Aries within moon means that they are someone who takes action intuitively and quickly. So as soon as you meet them, they're going to know that you're the one and they're going to propose really quickly. It's not going to be much time until they do so. Let's consult. 5 months. It's going to be pretty quick for them to propose, to want to move in together, for them to tie the knot with you. And I do also want you to know here that they've been in a long committed relationship before. So when they see you, when they connect with you, they just know that you're meant to be. The Ten of Wands signifies the end of a time of suffering and trying so hard to be liked and loved. Your next significant other is someone who makes you feel seen and loved effortlessly. You don't have to pretend to be something that you're not, and you don't have to work hard for it. It just happens all so naturally with your next significant other. My gorgeous Gemini baby, this is the reading that I've received for you, and I trust that you found it insightful. Feel free to let me know below in the comment section and claim this reading in the comment section in order to manifest it. Remember, tarot card predictions, they are energetic exchanges. And in order to receive the energy that I'm giving you right here, it is important that you are subscribed to my channel in order for you to receive it at the highest level and frequency. Now, my beautiful Gemini, wherever you are in this world, I cannot wait to connect with you during one of our upcoming readings. Hello, my gorgeous fellow Cancerian. Welcome to the second, even more intricate part of your next significant other reading. Let's figure out precisely who your next significant other is going to be. And I trust that you enjoyed part 1 of your reading where you got to pick from the 4 groups that I introduced you to during the intro. We've received the mice, the gong, and the dogs. Within the mice and the gong, I do see that your next significant other has a family that likes a lot of attention. Your next significant other always has exciting events going on. I see that here within the gong, and they love to get together with friends. But you might have a mother-in-law, you might have sisters-in-law that like to constantly be the center of attention. And that is where, with your next significant other, you're going to want to draw a line immediately. But the rainbow is a symbol that the most difficult parts of relationships are already over for you in your life. You'll be able to navigate that with ease because you've learned to set boundaries. You're not a doormat anymore, my gorgeous Cancerian, and it shows. People know not to mess with you or your emotions and not to try to pretend like they don't know what boundaries are, because if they do that, you'll remind them very firmly. Next, within the calcite, busy times and multitasking lie ahead. With your next significant other, take charge of your schedule during this busy time and honestly assess your underlying reasons for being busy. Your next significant other is going to show you just how much time you've perhaps unnecessarily been using to doom scroll or to just say you're really busy or take on tasks that actually aren't work that you should be taking on. And what they're going to do here in the garnet, they're going to bring purification and detoxification. Your next significant other is going to reveal to you toxic relationships and people, toxic work that you've been taken on when you're not even really getting paid for it. Like, you're not even really seeing the benefits of taking on all of this extra work. And they're going to show you your worth and your value even more clearly, because they're going to be shocked at how much effort you put in, how much you do for people who don't show the same kind of like effort and love back to you. And within Kalima, I do want you to understand that a huge part of your next significant other is that it's going to provide you with a spiritual transformation. You're never going to be the same again once you've been with this person. That just shows you how a real relationship that is built on mutual respect and caring works. And in Mother Mary, it's going to actually invoke a lot of emotional healing for you. I want us to ask Spirit and the universe about more details about your next significant other, more about what they look like, who they are, more about their job as well, and when you're going to meet them. So we've got knowledge. They're someone who's really intelligent. They're someone who actually is like a teacher of some sort. So they teach either younger children or other people within their career field how they can become just as successful, knowledgeable, and they're the type of person that others look up to. They're super intelligent, and you might even meet them as they're in the role of a teacher to you. Next up, within the masculine and feminine energies, they like that type of conservative, traditional approach to relationships where masculine and feminine energies are preserved. And both parties in a relationship have masculine and feminine energies. It doesn't matter who you identify as, but what's important is that those energies aren't shamed, that they're preserved, and that they're actually even allowed more room to breathe. So if you're naturally very feminine, you like to receive, you don't like to work hard, but you like to work creatively and smart, that you're allowed to do that with your next significant other, and that perhaps they protect and provide. And here within the Three of Earth, I am also seeing that they want to build with you for the future. So they are planting seeds with you. They're the type of person who's very smart and knowledgeable about building wealth over long periods of time, and that's what they want to do here in the Three of Earth with you. And they're the type of person that you can trust because they read a lot. They've read more books than anyone that you know. And I am getting this message about meeting them in a library or during a convention where they're speaking and teaching. I see here within Desire that right off the bat when you meet them, it's going to be clear that they're crazy about you, they want you, they're going to ask for your contact details, for your number, not your social media handle, and they're going to immediately try to set up a date with you. They're going to immediately try to see you again and make sure that you don't end up with someone other than them. And within the Two of Earth, it is completely clear they've worked hard and they're now ready for a real relationship, a family, a marriage, and settling down. My gorgeous Cancerian, your next significant other is not playing around. They want to put all of their eggs in the basket that is you and your relationship, and they cannot wait to enter your life. I want us to figure out precisely what needs to happen or shift for that to take place and when it's going to take place. So we have got Feeding Your Mind. Finish that book that you have had on your to read list. You've got a book, you haven't finished it. Once you've done that, it's going to open your mind. You're going to go out, and that's when you'll meet your next significant other. Shortly after you've finished reading this book, an energetic blockage within you will be cleared, and you'll be able to connect with them at your next event where they're teaching and speaking. My beautiful fellow Cancerian, this is the reading I received for you. Claim it in the comment section. Make sure you're subscribed, as tarot readings are energetic exchanges. That is how you're going to receive this energy that I've put into this reading, especially for you and especially for your love life and your next significant other. I'm sending you so much love right here from Zurich, Switzerland, and I can't wait to connect with you during one of our upcoming readings. Hello, my gorgeous Leo baby. Welcome to the second, even more intricate part of your next significant other reading. I trust that the first part resonated, where you got to pick from the 4 groups that I introduced you to during the intro of this video. But now let's talk all things Leo. We've got the 10 of Swords as well as the Knight of Diamonds. You're going to be completely closed off to any exes or situationships before your next significant other comes into your life. The Knight of Diamonds is the Knight of the element of Earth, as the suit of diamonds represents those of the zodiac sign Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Your Knight of Diamonds is coming in, and this is someone whom your next significant other is represented in. They are strong, they're strong-minded especially, and they're the type of person that you can trust with your life. When it comes to placements within their birth chart, I need you to know here they have got their Saturn within the sign Sagittarius. Let's just zoom in here so you can properly see what we've got going on with our astrodice. So their Saturn is within Sagittarius. Saturn is the planet of structure, definition, also responsibility, and Sagittarius is a zodiac sign, a fire sign that is ruled by Jupiter. This is a sign that's very optimistic, that's very driven. So I do see here that they are super driven to make your relationship a successful one. And you'll have a lot of plans with your next significant other that are so structured that you have no other choice than to be successful. They structure exactly how you're going to be successful with your finances. They structure even things like date nights, like making sure that they've got enough time to get you an amazing birthday or Christmas present. They structure and plan out Valentine's Day like no other. And I see here in the tiger's eye, self-confidence comes for you through confidence in yourself and in the universe. You believe in yourself by believing that the universe works through you. And because you've got this elevated self-confidence, your next significant other is even more attracted to you. You might think you're being cocky when you're confident, but no, Leo, actually, that is what your next significant other loves about you. Within the turquoise, I do see that your true beliefs are becoming clearer to you, which prompts you to make some necessary life changes. The turquoise shows that your spiritual path with your next significant other is going to be very important because you share the same spiritual beliefs. You share the same beliefs about topics like the afterlife, topics like karma, being kind to other people. Born, bred, and raised into the same religion as your next significant other, and you've both also distance yourself from what didn't resonate at the same time. So you know the struggles that it means to go through when you're no longer doing what society just tells you to do. Next, we've got the emerald crystal, which represents ceremonies and celebrations. It's a time of important life passages such as weddings, birthdays, graduations, or anniversaries. Your next significant other is someone that you are going to meet during a ceremony or celebration. You're going to meet them during a time where you're celebrating another person's big milestone, and they'll be introduced to you naturally and organically. They won't be able to keep their eyes off you, my gorgeous Leo. And I can see here within the Two of Chalices, which is the Two of Cups card in the traditional tarot, this shows that you will be 100% obsessed in love, madly falling for one another from the first moment that you meet. You're going to know that you've met the one. You're going to know that this next significant other of yours is not just another situationship or boyfriend-girlfriend situation. This is your partner for life. And in the Queen of Wands, I do need you to understand you're the only person who has ever gotten your beast, which is your next significant other, to calm down, to listen, to be 100% loyal and honest and transparent. Your next significant other here in the Queen of Wands, that's the Queen of the element of fire. So this is bringing big Leo energy, right? And you can see this queen has complete control over this beast that looks like a lion. And she has control over the beast not by brute force, not because of strength or the beast being intimidated by her in any way, but it's because of her energy. It's because of the fact that she's so confident, she's so sure of herself. She doesn't need any type of intimidation strategies to be in control. That's exactly what I see that makes your next significant other go crazy for you. Within the Ace of Chalices, this is a new person. This is not someone who's already in your life. This is a completely fresh relationship that's coming for you. And right from the get-go, you're going to feel that this relationship and this connection is different. Now, within the Seven of Swords, you are also going to reveal to one another your deepest, darkest secrets very quickly. The Seven of Swords also shows that your next significant other is actually someone who works in a field of uncovering other people's secrets and mysteries. That could be diagnosing people, so them being a doctor, getting to the bottom of law cases as well, so them working in law enforcement or being a judge or a lawyer. And I do also see here that they have a lot of experience in reading people. And you're so pure, you're so kind-hearted, you have such real intentions for this relationship, so it works out right from the beginning because they can tell you're the type of person whom they can trust with their heart and their life. My beautiful Leo baby, this is the reading that I received for you. I trust that you found it insightful. Don't forget to claim it below in the comment section, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel, as these tarot card readings are energetic exchanges. And in order to receive the energy that I am putting into my readings, it is important that you're subscribed to get the full force and full energetic frequency from this significant other prediction. Wherever you are on our gorgeous planet, know that I'm sending you so much love, and I can't wait to connect with you during one of your upcoming readings. Hello, my gorgeous Virgo baby. Welcome to the second, more intricate part of your next significant other reading. I trust that part 1 resonated, where you got to pick from the 4 groups that I introduced you to during the intro, but now we're going to add on with part 2, which is based on your zodiac sign, which makes this reading extremely accurate and extremely personalized. We've received the basket as well as the bouquet. So I do see in the basket and the bouquet that your next significant other sees you as the absolute prize. They pay you compliments every single day. Right from the beginning, they will show that they're a huge admirer and almost fan of yours by letting you know, Virgo, that you are gorgeous, intelligent, talented, and deserving of love, care, and respect. Within the basket, I am also seeing here that they're going to invite you out for dinner, and they're going to make sure that you're always well fed and that your basic human needs are met. Moving more deeply into your next significant other's and yours relationship, you know that you'll always live a life of abundance with a full fridge, full stomach, and a rent that is covered. Next up, we have got the bat. Your spirit guides are telling you to take care of this relationship with your next significant other. Many people will wish that they had what you have. There are people who will look at your relationship and they'll be jealous. Evil eye is real. Protect yourself by staying away from those that you think are not actually that excited for you, but are kind of low-key jealous about the relationship that you've got with your next significant other. You might even want to unfollow or block them, because Quite honestly speaking, you deserve far more than to have to be with someone that you know isn't quite rooting for you in the way that you would be rooting for them. Next up, we've got the Queen of Coins. The Queen of Coins represents you being in a position of knowing everything about who they are, their finances, their accomplishments. The Queen of Coins is actually a symbol that in this relationship, you are in charge. My gorgeous Virgo, you are the queen of this relationship, and you are in complete control of what goes on financially as well as emotionally. Moving more deeply into your reading in the Ace of Coins, I am getting here that your next significant other is someone who always is doing something new in their career. So they are a serial entrepreneur, and there's someone who always levels up from their job. So they're the type of person with whom you're not going to have a boring life with, and everything's going to be fun, travels, and excitement. Whereas here, within the Nine of Wands, it's like a time of you feeling like you always had to protect yourself emotionally, like you always had to keep a part of you safe because you never knew who you could trust, you never knew who would break your heart, who would be honest, and who's just here to see how they can basically use your life force and then go. You don't have that with your next significant other. It's like you can finally put your guard down. You can finally feel safe. You're in control of the relationship. That's what it feels like. And there's someone who is so focused on their career and building legacy that you are never going to be asking yourself, oh, are they texting someone else? Whose photos are they liking? Are they talking to anyone at work? No. They're so focused on you and the family that you're building with them, they don't have time for all that. The charoite is a crystal that represents spiritual protection. You're being watched over and protected physically, emotionally, and energetically in this next significant other relationship. And the charoite represents that also your heart feels really protected. This is new to you, this feels amazing to you, and I see within the aquamarine that your next significant other is going to let you be even more connected to your divine life purpose. Trust the signs and your inner guidance which are leading you to fulfillment. Your spirit guides need you to know that you will have a lot of signs pop up as you meet your next significant other that will point towards what your life purpose really is. So if you feel like you know what your life purpose is, Virgo, but you just want that extra confirmation, don't worry, it's on its way, you're gonna get it, but you just have to be a little bit more patient for all of the signs to pop up for you. Next, within Pele, I do see here that a huge sign for you is your life purpose is something you can never get enough of. For example, I can never get enough of my oracle and tarot cards. Every reading is new, every reading is unique, every reading is something different, every reading is a different message from our guides, angels, and the universe. And you have the exact same type of life purpose feeling with what you're meant to do. Perhaps it's tarot, maybe it's coaching, teaching, being a therapist. I do want you to know here within Asclepius that we have this kind of medicine that only you have. Asclepius is a symbol of you being completely unique in your approach to helping other people. Your next significant other thinks you're extremely successful. They know that you're just going to be even more successful the more time you have, the more you learn, the more effort that you put into your career, and they're just ready to see you grow. They're ready to see you become that highest version of yourself. And they're the type of person who is super supportive of all of your goals, dreams, and aspirations. Now, my gorgeous Virgo baby, this is the reading that I've received for you. Feel free to claim it in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe, as tarot card readings are energetic exchanges. And that is how you know that you have activated this energy of your next significant other finally entering your life. So if you want them to enter your life quicker, make sure that you make the most of this energetic exchange by subscribing and claiming your reading in the comment section. Wherever you are on our gorgeous planet, my beautiful Virgo, know that I'm sending you so much love, and I can't wait to connect with you during one of our upcoming readings.
Hello, my gorgeous Libra baby. Welcome to the second, even more intricate part of your next significant other reading. And we've already got 2 cards that pop themselves into part 2 of your reading. Let's get into it. Let's not even waste any time, shall we? Because clearly the universe has some divine messages for you. So we've got the Hierophant as well as the 4 of Air. The Hierophant shows that in this next significant other relationship, you're going to be the boss, you're going to be the leader, but in a subtle way. Because you are so healed, so self-reflected, you don't need to talk too much, you don't need to say too much. Your next significant other respects you deeply, because I see here in the 4 of Air, you've gotten to a point where you have no problem with being alone. You'd rather be alone than be with someone who doesn't value you, doesn't respect you, or doesn't tell you the truth. And I do see here that this next significant other of yours knows that you're not here to play games. The 5 of Fire is a representation of you having a very sweet, demure demeanor, but then at the same time, you've got a fiery side. You've got a fiery side about you, Libra, where if you are rubbed the wrong way, you're not just going to stay quiet. You're going to immediately react, and you're going to let them know that what they did wasn't cool. And as a Libra, you're ruled by Venus, so they will get shocked the first time that they try to test your boundaries at how much you're just not putting up with it at all, because you've learned your lesson of letting things slide. The Ace of Earth is a representation of you starting a new career and meeting your next significant other as soon as you've switched jobs, careers, or even studies if you're still studying. The Ace of Earth shows here that when you take the lead of your life and where you want to go with your life, then all of a sudden everything else falls into place. So if it resonates with you, Libra, that right now you're at a crossroads in your life in general, and you need to make some big decisions of where you want to go next, what you want to do next with your life. The faster you make that choice, the better for the long run, because it's actually going to help you meet your next significant other more quickly. Next, we've got your birds that showed up in your reading from this oracle. This represents freedom. Your next significant other is going to let you feel free, and you're also going to be taking flight a lot. So you will be traveling with your next significant other to so many exotic, gorgeous locations that you've always wanted to go to. You'll be very free in that way. And I see here in the cave that you're also going to go to lots of retreats together. So literal like health and spa and wellness retreats, even spiritual retreats. That's what I see here in the cave in correspondence to the Hierophant and the 4 of Air. Meditation retreats, yoga retreats, and then you'll quite literally also go to hotels and Airbnbs that feel super cozy, like little retreats and little getaways where you're just away from the world and you don't have to put up with any other people. In plant medicine, you might even be going for some ayahuasca or some other types of plant medicines that you're learning about and trying out with your next significant other. You're both really open to natural remedies, and you've both been through a lot in your lives. And I do see that your next significant other is someone who's going to make you feel safe to try out plant medicine. The trickster shows that your next significant other is someone who has dealt with tricksters in the past, and they have actually had past relationships in which they were cheated on and lied to. So that does come with a kind of testing you at the beginning. They're going to want to see whether you're trustworthy, and that might pop up by them kind of like testing your commitment, not in a weird way, but just by seeing how you react in arguments, asking you about your exes, asking you about how you handle conflict, and then seeing if when you have your first disagreement, what you said is actually true with how you're behaving. So I do see here that they've dealt with a lot of people who didn't tell them the truth, and it's because they come from a very affluent background. So a lot of people lied to them and tried to impress them just to be friends with them or to be in a relationship with them, and they're so bored of that. Everything comes so easily to your next significant other because they're extremely good looking, they're handsome. Money, material things, fame, fortune, even significant others like partners, romance, it gets handed to them at any corner every day. So the unique thing about you is that you don't take BS from anyone, and you're not going to be impressed by someone who's just famous or just affluent. You want someone who actually treats you in a kind manner, and that is what they love. The King of Wands represents that they will be your king. They will be
your person for the rest of your life, and you'll see in them what others fail to, which is their strength, their courage, and that there's so much more than just their family's name and everything that they can do for others. You'll see their personality for the depth, the kindness, and the heart that they possess. And I need you to understand, when it comes to your next significant other, you being completely yourself is the best thing that you can do in this situation. Because while others are pretending to be perfect, you're being authentic, and that makes you irresistible. We've also got recollect. Now, your next significant other is someone that you've already dreamt of before. You already have recollection of them. So your next significant other has showed up in a dream of yours, and I want you to know that by the time you're receiving this prediction, you are going to be thinking to yourself, will I dream about them again? Are they going to show up again? And I see here that when it comes to their sign, they actually have this Virgo moon energy. So they are a Virgo moon, which means that they're the type of person who will show up as we have a lot of movement in the moon, full moons and new moons. They'll show up in your dreams until you meet them. And make note of your dreams. Keep a journal next to your bed. Write down what happens in your dreams, because it's also going to tell you exactly where you're going to meet them. You're going to recollect the fact that they're super detail oriented. Them having their moon in Virgo is actually showing that they're a very kind of service-minded person. They always want to be useful, and they anticipate your needs. They can tell when you're not doing well, when you need support or a shoulder to lean on. And they're the type of person that you can go through life with feeling like you are actually 100% protected. Now, the 4 of air and the 5 of fire is giving us a very spring, summer type of vibe of you being able to meet them and connect with them. So make sure that during spring and summer, you go out and you spend a lot of time in nature, as well as in temples and in spiritual retreats as much as possible. I see here within July that at the latest, by July, you will have met your next significant other, and you will be able to spend the late summer, early autumn with them and start your journey together from here on out. Now, my absolutely stunning Libra baby, this is the reading that I've received for you, and I trust that you found it insightful. Make sure to claim it below in the comment section, and also remember, tarot card readings are energetic exchanges. To fully claim the energies that I have now brought to you and given to you in this reading, you must be subscribed to my channel. There's no other way to claim it. So make sure that you do that, my gorgeous Libra, to get the full scope of the energies that I've given you within this psychic prediction. Of course, only if it resonated for you and you want to claim this reading as yours. And wherever you are on this gorgeous planet, know that I'm sending you so much love, and I can't wait to connect with you during one of our upcoming readings. Hello, my gorgeous Scorpio baby. Welcome to the second, even more intricate portion of your next significant other reading, which is based on your zodiac sign. And I trust that part 1 of your reading, which was based on one of the 4 groups that I introduced you to during the intro, resonated with you, so we can add on to that and create even more depth in your psychic reading. We have got the Temptation card, and it did show up in reverse for you. I'm going to show you this card upright. Temptation actually represents the Devil card in the traditional tarot. Being the 15th card of the tarot, it represents temptation, and also the fact that your next significant other has completely let go of that. They are not addicted to anything, not shopping, no substances, not constantly switching out partners either. They're the type of person who has dealt with their connection to material things, and just not being someone who thinks that everything that glitters is gold. They don't have shiny object syndrome. They love you for you. The 3 of Earth represents your next significant other's goals. They have big goals in their career, and they're someone who has very long-term goals. So they're not someone who is going to do anything that isn't for the long term. Even relationships for them are building long term. They don't want anything to do with situationships. They want to get straight into the nitty gritty of a real romance. And in the Ace of Earth, they are a leader. Here represented in the stag, just know your next significant other is slightly bossy, but in a way that makes you understand why. It is because they want to lead the relationship to success. They will take your opinion on board, but remember, they are kind of stubborn. At the end of the day, they want what's best for you and them and your future generations. They're the type of person who's going to start building different things with you, like, for example, health plans, financial plans. They're going to make sure that you're set up for life. And I see next year within the Nine of Cups that they are basically everything you've hoped for. The Nine of Cups in the tarot is one of the most favorable cards you could receive. This is a card of your manifestations becoming a reality. Living in that big house, having a successful business with your significant other, being safe, physically, financially, emotionally, spiritually, all that is becoming true because guess what? You've got yourself a Knight of Coins. The Knight of Coins is the knight of the element of earth, and this means that they know what they're doing when it comes to their career and the earthly realm. They are going to be extremely successful and they will share that success with you. Even if anything should happen between you and this person in a divorce or in the relationship somehow coming to an end, they're going to make sure that you are good. And especially if you have kids with one another, they know that you're the type of person who kept them in a place of being their highest self. They will always thank you for all the success that they've had, because I see here within the Temperance card, they know that behind them was you, a very strong individual that supported them through their entire journey. And within Temperance, this actually shows that your next significant other is someone that you're very, very tempted to get intimate with immediately. It's going to take a lot of self-control out of you to not do that, to hold back, and to give yourself a moment to say, you know what, I'm going to give this a little bit of time. And I do see here within Temperance that that's an amazing decision for you to make, because giving your all physically, emotionally to them immediately, it doesn't mean that they wouldn't appreciate you, but when they had to earn something, they just value it even more. So you're going to play it kind of cool at the beginning when you meet your next significant other. Let's move more deeply into your reading. We've got the Six of Wands for you. Oh, you're going to be building your dream life with this person. I see it in the Six of Wands, my beautiful Scorpio. This is someone who works tirelessly. Anything that you want, they're going to eventually get it. They can't get your dream house right now. They're going to get it in a year, in 2 years. They're going to make sure that you eventually get there. They're not going to stop till you've gotten it. And within the Queen of Coins, you are going to be by their side. You are going to be the Queen of Coins while they're the Knight of Coins. You get to sit on your throne. You get to have pet rabbits if you desire. You get to wear princess dresses, flowy gowns all day and do whatever you want. And I see here in the Queen of Coins that they're always going to treat you with the utmost of respect. Your next significant other is your next significant other for a reason. And you've learned your lessons from your past, Scorpio. You're not just going to let any fool come into your life and basically waste your time. You're picking this person very deliberately. So it makes sense why there's a child with your next significant other. You will have kids with your next significant other, my gorgeous Scorpio, and I want us to figure out just how many we're speaking of here. All right, we've got one child at least. We've got the number 1 for your next significant other. So the number 1 is a number of you leading when it comes to this. You're going to say when this will happen, how it will happen. And I do see that immediately a child is going to be an amazing idea for you to grow your relationship with this person. And even if right now you're thinking there's no way, trust me, when you meet your next significant other, your body and your mind is going to be in complete alignment. This is your love story. Scorpio, your body and mind aligning in this way is something that's never happened before. That's going to immediately, instantly be that sign that this is the right person for you, because you've never felt so safe and secure in the past, and you're going to know that it's time for you to just trust, and it's time for you to give this person a real chance. Your next significant other is someone whom you can 100% trust with your deepest, darkest secrets, and is going to be there for you throughout raising your first child with them and creating your dream life. So Scorpio, if you claim this reading, make sure that you let me know below in the comment section. And remember that tarot card readings, they are energetic exchanges. To receive the energy of this reading and to claim and manifest it, you have to be subscribed to my channel in order for the highest version of this energy to be given to you. So make sure that you do that, only if it resonates, of course. And wherever you are on our gorgeous planet, know that I'm sending you so much love, and I can't wait to connect with you during one of our upcoming readings. Hello, my gorgeous Sagittarius baby, and welcome to the second, even more intricate part of your next significant other reading. I hope that you enjoyed part 1 of your reading, where you got to pick from the 4 groups that I introduced you to during the intro of this video. But now let's talk all things Sagittarius. First and foremost, we've got heaven and earth. It's going to feel like heaven and earth with your next significant other. Some moments are going to feel like you are in heaven, like this is everything you could ever wish for and dream of. And then some moments you're going to feel so grounded, so in this energy of just safety, like you've never had before in any previous relationship. And that's also why they are your next significant other, because they allow you to rest in an energy of feeling seen and grounded. Next up, we have got the Two of Earth. The Two of Earth represents that perfect balance between your private life as well as your work. Your professional goals and ambitions with ease as you snuggle up to them to watch a movie and to go out and have a great time. Dinners after you've had some crazy work days, and also just spending time with one another doing remote work, home office. All of that is going to happen seamlessly with your next significant other, as you're both driven and you are both in a place in your life where you just want a grounded, real relationship. The crone is a symbol that you're in control of this. The crone shows with the scepter that you're holding that relationship with your next significant other is a relationship that's based on you being fearless, because you know the truth about them. They've confided in you about their biggest fears and insecurities, and you know everything about their past relationships. They haven't kept anything a secret from you. And in the crone, I can see that you are that person that they admire but also feel really attracted to. So you've got both at the same time. And within the Ten of Wands, it's really clear that one of the things they love about you is that you can walk away from what doesn't serve you. They respect you. Your next significant other is someone who feels so much respect for you, so much admiration, and they would literally like kiss the ground that you walk on every single day if they could. The Four of Coins shows that they've been completely reserved until they met you. They didn't want to know anything about love, about significant others, about marriage, kids, family planning. But the Four of Coins shows that you are getting them out of that place of being super reserved and not even wanting that. You're the game changer. You're the one who makes them feel ready and makes them excited for all of these big life changes. And the reason for that is because you are like the seductress. The High Priestess in the tarot is representing about your next significant other, that they find you irresistible, Sagittarius. They have never met someone like you who brings a Sagittarius energy that is charismatic, that's optimistic, that is honest, that is sometimes even a little exaggerated. You combine that with this kind of like feminine, nurturing energy. They've never seen something like that before. And I see here within the Tower that everything that they thought that they knew is going to crumble. Every picture that they had about relationships, marriages, and commitment is going to completely be put upside down with you, as everything from their past is going to break apart. Only you are going to matter to your next significant
significant other, and their first ex that they were madly in love with, that they thought they would never get over, is someone whose name they're barely even gonna remember once you are in a relationship with them. Let's move even more deeply into it, shall we? We have got the Hanged Man. You're gonna meet them during a time where you're seeing things from a different perspective and you feel like everything's upside down. So either you're gonna be coming straight from a yoga practice, an aerial yoga practice, something that has to do with being upside down, doing a downward dog, also stretching and so on. I do want you to know here in the Hanged Man that another time you might see them is as you're coming straight down from a flight, because you've seen things from a different perspective as you were up in the air. So seeing things literally from a different perspective, right after you've done that, you're going to meet them. Right after you've done that, you're going to meet your next significant other by coincidence. And I see here in the 9 of air that for both of you, this is like the final straw. You're both done with casual dating, with situationships, and with people who just aren't serious or aren't ready to let their pasts go fully. The 9 of air signifies that you will be completely at peace and at ease with this person as your nervous system just settles into this relationship with your next significant other. And again, this reinforces everything in the Hanged Man about the wings, about the flying, and about you seeing things from a different perspective, from a bird's eye view, as you meet your next significant other. It's no coincidence. I do see here within justice that they're a person who works in the legal system and works with a lot of very legally binding contracts as they serve justice. They're the type of person that really hates unfairness. And what I'm also getting here in justice is that they've got a family member who deals with a really challenging physical or mental illness, something that has made them deeply compassionate about human rights and activism. More deeply in your reading in the 5 of Coins, I am seeing that to them, they feel like the reason why you work so well is because you both know the downsides, the dark sides of materialism. And the 5 of Coins shows that you are so well reflected. Your next significant other is someone with whom you're connected to on a much deeper level than you've ever felt with another person. And they also find that you are the type of person who is more than just their looks, more than what you might just see in the mirror. And that is what makes them feel extremely seen by you and understood, because you can have real deep conversations, and that's a first for them. So my gorgeous Sagittarius baby, this is a reading I received for you. Make sure you claim it below in the comment section. And also, to manifest this ultra personalized psychic prediction, make sure you're subscribed to my channel, because tarot card readings, they're energetic exchanges. And in order for this energetic exchange to be accepted by you and to be as powerful as possible, being connected to my channel is important for you to receive its full benefits for your love life. But of course, only if this reading resonated for you. Now, my beautiful Sagittarius, wherever you are on our planet, know that I'm sending you so much love, and I can't wait to connect with you during one of our upcoming readings. Hello, my beautiful Capricorn baby. Welcome to the second, even more intricate part of your 2-part psychic reading on your next significant other. I hope that you enjoyed part 1, but now let's delve more deeply into all things Capricorn. So we've got the Wolf. Your next significant other is someone who runs their business by themselves. They don't like other people being in their business. And in the Beaver, I see that they do something that changes the environment that we live in. So they work in construction, they work in real estate, and they've got their own firm where they're the leader, they're the head of it, they run the show. They're not going to let anyone else tell them what to do. And in a way, they are the type of person who will never let people too close to them. The tarantula shows that you're the only person who actually gets to see the dream and the web that they're spinning. Here within the tarantula, anyone that they let close to them in the past has kind of backstabbed them. So your next significant other is really careful, but as soon as they see that you're actually very trustworthy and that you're a genuine partner, my gorgeous Capricorn, they are like a rabbit. They feel completely lucky to be around you. They are in a very kind of soft mood where
They can trust you with their deepest, darkest secrets, with their biggest dreams and aspirations, and also with their fears that they've got. And the rabbit is actually a symbol of good luck and prosperity and also fertility. So they're very quickly going to start talking to you about how you can start your own family, how you can create your own luck with one another, and how you can be involved in their business undertakings. The hummingbird is a symbol for speed. They're a very fast person. They're a fast learner. They're someone who acts quickly. Your next significant other is someone with whom nothing is ever going to feel boring with, and you're always going to have something interesting to do, to speak about, and to experience. The hummingbird is a symbol of excitement and them always running at 1,000,000 miles per hour. And within the judgment card, the thing is, they're the type of person who judges themselves for not doing enough. They always want to accomplish more. They're the type of person who wants to own a Fortune 500 company. They want to create the next iPhone. They want to be the person that invents the next internet. They have super high aspirations. They come from a background where their parents really pushed them to become their highest version and to study hard, to get a great education. And they have this immigrant background where they have an extra kind of drive to do well for their lineage. Next up, we've received the Lovers. You're completely in love with them, my gorgeous Capricorn, because you love their hardworking, ambitious side. The Lovers card shows here that this is your complete lover for life. Your next significant other is the one, because remember, your next significant other could have also just been like a situationship. It could have just also been someone who's here today, gone tomorrow, but not for you, Capricorn. I see here within the Page of Wands, this is someone who gets you, who understands you, and who wants to make all of your dreams come true. If you say you want that beach house, they're going to work tirelessly for the next 20 years to make sure that you get the exact beach house that you want, even if it takes them 2 decades. If you say that you want to move to a certain part of the world, they will make it happen. Within the Lovers, you are the love of their life. You're the person that they would do absolutely anything for. And they are so madly in love with you that they can't see anything other than their career and working hard in order to make sure you and the family that they're building with you is going to be safe. The Five of Wands signifies that they have a lot of battles that they go through internally. And that's where you come in, Cappy. You're the type of person that calms them. Well, you're the only person that can calm them. And I can see in the Five of Wands that they also are into mixed martial arts. They're the type of person who keeps physically fit and loves any type of combative sports or sports where they have to basically like fight or they're very competitive. Now, the Six of Cups shows that you are the complete opposite in this relationship. You're soft, you're gentle, you are more concerned with the home life and healing. You're the healer of this relationship and this marriage, and even when you have kids, you're the one that they come to when they're not feeling well, when they feel like they've got an ouchie, and your next significant other is the one that they go out and play football with or get their hands dirty with. Now, the Six of Cups also shows here that you are meant to enjoy this relationship to its absolute fullest, because your next significant other is someone that you've been waiting for a long time. Capricorn, you really deserve this relationship because you've been patient. You've been saying no to situationships that you knew wouldn't go very far. And the Three of Water is telling me here to give you the message, going out for a drink, going out at a time of the day where you usually wouldn't is when you're going to bump into them. I'm getting a lounge, a type of coffee place or a bar that you usually wouldn't go to. You almost look a little lost, but you're in a good mood that day. And the Three of Water shows that you will be that person in the room that they can't stop staring at, and they will make the move to chat you up. The Ten of Fire shows that right from the beginning, it's going to be like this fire, it's going to be this complete passion, and them being obsessed with you and being in love with you from the beginning and knowing that they want to be with you forever. Your next significant other is not playing games about you, so don't be surprised, my beautiful Capricorn, if you end up engaged or married in no time. Now, I would like for you, if this reading resonated, to claim it in the comment section and make sure you're subscribed, as tarot card readings are energetic exchanges that will ensure that you receive the full energetic force of this reading. My beautiful Capricorn, I trust that you found this reading insightful, and I can't wait to catch up with you during one of our upcoming predictions.
Hello, my gorgeous Aquarius baby. Welcome to part 2 of your next significant other psychic reading. Let's get straight into it, shall we? We've got the starfish. Your next significant other thinks that you're a star, even though they are actually kind of famous. And here within the lion, I see that they're famous for their bravery, their generosity, and their philanthropic causes. Your next significant other is someone who is a manager or a CEO. They've worked really hard to get to where they are today, and they respect others who work hard and are humble as well, just like you, Aquarius. Moving more deeply into this, we've got the beaver. So they have changed lives and environments. In case you didn't know that, the beaver is an animal that changes the environment and the ecosystem for other animals. And with the lion, the starfish, and the beaver, I do see that they work either in real estate or in construction or in actually creating new homes for animals as well. They have this kind of personality of wanting to create something that's beautiful and long lasting. Within the swan, there's someone who is very elegant, someone who's very put together, and they also see you as elegant and beautiful and put together. They have this vibe of don't mess with me when they enter a room. One of the first things that they noticed about you was the way that you do your hair and also how elegant that your clothing style is. One thing that they truly also appreciate in you is that you are humble while still being the kind of person who has accomplished far more than those around them. That makes them fall in love with you immediately and completely. Within the Ace of Air, I am getting this message for you, my gorgeous Aquarius, that they will think so differently after meeting you about love, marriage, and being together forever. They've never met someone like you and thought to themselves immediately, this is my soulmate, this is my twin flame, this is my forever person. They thought that this was a myth because in all of their years, because so far in their life, they've had so many people crushing on them, but they've never felt the same way about another person. And within the Fool, I do see that with you, everything is like a fresh start, a new beginning, and it just feels right from the start. Now, your next significant other is someone who wants you to leave your past behind. So they're not going to want to hear about how your ex hurt you or what type of issues that made you insecure up until this day. They want to talk with you about how you can create a beautiful future and grow and heal from that. That's also why the Tower card is showing up, which in the tarot represents the ending of the old and anything that was holding you back, crumbling, breaking, being a thing of the past, and just leaving it in the past. Because Aquarius, your next significant other is someone who's a builder. They're a creator. They're someone who doesn't like to stay stuck in loops and patterns that don't serve them. They like to build and grow and become better. Within the Lovers, this is a clear sign. Yeah, this is your person. Your next significant other is a shoulder for you to lean on, to cry on, to feel safe when you're not quite sure what's to come next in life. They are like your safe space and someone who will make you always feel secure and seen. Your next significant other is someone that you can count on. In the Lovers, this is the love of your life, Aquarius. Let's see what they're like. We've got the Nine of Coins. They are someone who is tired of capitalism, of overconsumption, and of people trying to flex on social media. They want a real connection. They are done with fake people who are just posing on the internet to try to seem cool. They've got dark hair, they've got strong facial features, and again, they can have anything in the world, but they don't care. They want what's real. They want you. They want a partner that truly loves them for who they are and who has come from humble beginnings. Now, here within the Nine of Coins, do know that your next significant other is someone that you're going to meet during a time where they feel like they're done with all of the fake friends and people who just want to be close to them because they think they can profit off of your next significant other. So they are tired of the pretenders and they love that your connection is based on true love. My gorgeous Aquarius baby, claim this reading below in the comment section, only if it resonated, of course, and subscribe to my channel to receive this energetic exchange that is this tarot card reading. Wherever you are in this world, know that I'm sending you so much love, and I can't wait to connect with you during one of our upcoming readings. Hello, my gorgeous Pisces baby, and welcome to the second, even more intricate part of your significant other reading. I trust that part one resonated, but now let's delve even more deeply into it, shall we? First and foremost, we've got union for you. Now, my beautiful Pisces, in union, your next significant other is someone with whom you're going to have a very strong union with. So that is a marriage, living together, creating a family together, and being solid. So your union is going to be built on true love, caring for one another, and also just intuitively knowing that you belong together. I'm getting Mariah Carey's We Belong Together, and then we've also got father. My gorgeous Pisces, if you've got father issues, daddy issues, or just a relationship with your father that needs to be healed, this will make a lot of sense because your next significant other is going to give you that stability and that guidance, and also just the divine masculine counterpart that you have been looking for. If you've got an amazing relationship already with a father figure in your life, this union is going to reflect all the positives of that relationship that you love. Next up, we've got the Nine of Earth, which is a symbol that they're a giver. They're very generous. Your next significant other is someone who wants to give you the world. They want to spoil you. They want to do everything that they can for you. The Nine of Earth is a symbol that they will, in fact, provide for you in every single way. Emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially, anything that they can do, they will make sure that you feel safe, seen, and taken care of. That is their joy. They love when you receive. They love to see you happy. And they love your gentle water sign energy coming out full force because you can finally let your guard down and trust them. They're also someone who is built in a very kind of strong manner, and they have piercing eyes and this nature of the puma that is very intimidating to other people. The messenger of water represents you. As a Pisces, you're a water sign. In the messenger of water, we've got this gentleness about you. We have this cute little seahorse that represents you also being okay with traditional norms not being part of your next significant other's relationship. So you don't have to have the traditional gender roles or a conservative household. It's great for you if you just do what suits you and your next significant other. They might love cooking and cleaning, and you might like to fix things or do DIY projects, and that might be the complete polar opposite of traditional gender norms. But it doesn't matter because you love one another in a way that's so pure that you're not allowing for society and gender norms to be part of your relationship, because you don't need that. You have enough attraction in the relationship and enough of these like protected vibes. You can still be independent with your next significant other, which here in the Six of Air, you love. Things are speeding up with your next significant other, and it's almost like before you never felt fully understood, and now the ship is going full force in the right direction. The Six of Air symbolizes that this is a relationship where you're finally on the same level intellectually. Your next significant other is very smart, and they're the type of person who has read lots of books. The Nine of Water shows that they are a manifestation come true of what you've always wanted, Pisces, as this is one of the most positive cards of the tarot when it comes to relationships and love. This is like the manifestation card, the genie in a bottle card that shows that your manifestation is becoming a reality with your next significant other because you didn't give up. You believed in the fact that you deserve true love, and you deserve a significant other that values you deeply. Within the kangaroo, I can tell that you've got some unsettled emotions about love, and it's time that you simply plan ahead. You're asking yourself how you're going to meet them, what they're going to be like. Well, I'm going to tell you exactly what to look out for. Let's get a little more into detail, Pisces. All right, we've got Libra in the 7th house. In case you didn't know, the 7th house is ruled by Libra, so this fits precisely. Libra in the 7th house is the house of marriage and partnerships. This is whom you're going to get married to. Your next significant other, your next boyfriend, girlfriend, partner is also simultaneously the person that you're going to marry. Doesn't matter if you've been divorced or they've been divorced or you've had failed relationships. Oops. We've got the tree. Family affairs are taking place. The tree
quite literally represents you are building a family tree with them. Your family tree is growing, and this is the person that you're going to get married to who's also going to have father energy in this relationship. So having children, having offspring is going to be the healthiest situation for you with this next significant other of yours, because they're someone who knows about treating you kindly. They know how important it is to set an amazing example and to break generational curses, patterns, and traumas. The Ten of Wands represents that a time of suffering and overthinking and almost feeling like you're doing everything in the relationship, like you're working, you're paying for things, you are doing the emotional regulation of the relationship. You've done everything in the past in a relationship. It's been like a full-time job. That's coming to an end, Pisces. And it's time that you just enjoy being in a relationship and get the same effort that you put in back. And I see here within the Hermit that your next significant other is someone who is very introverted. Hermit is ruled by Virgo, so I am getting the strong Virgo energy. So an earth sign that gets you, that doesn't have a lot of friends, and you are literally your next significant other's best friend, my gorgeous Pisces. They don't need anyone else. They just want to be around you. They want to create a family, and they want to focus on legacy. And the Hermit shows that once you found your next significant other, you yourself are going to be in hermit mode. You're going to take yourself out of the dating game, away from going out or being with friends who just constantly are drama or hard work, and you're just going to really be focused on building the life of your dreams. Pisces, this is the reading I've received for you. Make sure you claim it below in the comment section. And in order to receive this energy, remember to subscribe to my channel, because tarot card readings, they are energetic exchanges. I'm putting this energy out to you in this reading, and you can claim it through being subscribed. Now, my beautiful Pisces, wherever you are in this world, know that I'm sending you so much love, and I can't wait to connect with you during one of our upcoming readings.